Yo, what is up you guys? My name is Sigsang and welcome back to another episode of my Sonic Adventure 2 battle playthrough. As you can see, we're straight into it again with another boss battle, and we are going against Knuckles. A similar boss battle we saw in the Hero Side playthrough. We were just playing as Knuckles, but now we are fighting him as Rouge. Now I do apologize for the last episode. I know that's if you've played the game, you're probably going to agree with me. That's one of the most frustrating Rouge levels in the entire game, if not one of the most frustrating levels overall. So that is the reason I did cut that episode short, and it was like, honestly, before I cut it, it was already like a 25-minute episode, and that's insane because it should not be that long. Anyways, we are trying to find Knuckles. He is down there doing I don't know what. But we need to kick his butt so we can get out of here and into another level, because this is not fun, in my opinion. I'm sure there's like a good strategy to like attacking this guy, but we are just being lazy. As you saw, there was like a little pit right there that opened up and just messed up all the gravity here.
No choice but to fight now.
I have no choice but to fight now, but you can't catch me, even though you can fly too. Ooh, outskilled, outplayed. So I don't really know what's coming after this. I know that we do have another Eggman level still left, and then obviously the final Shadow level. But we have destroyed Knuckles. I think we're going to see that same cutscene again where Knuckles and Rouge kind of have like some romantic tension. And as you can see, Rouge has a little scope on her head now because I did pick up a power-up off screen. So just a little side note. Awkward breathing. Yeah, she still has it.
And give me back my emeralds.
What are you babbling about? You call yourself a
So I'll probably just talk over this a little bit. I think it's pretty cool in the cutscenes that since they're like the exact same quality as the gameplay, well, most of them, usually the talking cutscenes, they do have the power-ups they have in the actual game. Not in that part, I don't know why, but you can see that she does have the little scope on the side of her. And Knuckles has his sunglasses and his bigger gloves because those are power-ups.
Keep your hands to yourself. Don't touch me.
Is that how you say thanks to someone who just
Saved your life.
Saving my life. Don't think I owe you one. You just wanted to hold my hand, didn't you? That's why you saved me. You're such a creep.
This isn't a joke, you know. Think what you want, Batgirl. I was saving the Master Emerald.
So we're just replaying this cutscene for the sake of the playthrough, in case someone picked it up later on and didn't see this. That's why I'm still playing and not skipping through it.
What?
I think it's worth watching again. I mean, we've gone through the... I mean, this is probably like the 20th episode,
Given me them in the first place.
if I'm not mistaken, so... I think it's been a pretty good playthrough so far, in terms of length, and then also just...
Finally.
I don't know. My experience with it has been good so far. I hope you guys have been enjoying it.
I'm sorry.
And we are getting close to the end, but we still have probably a few more episodes in the tank.
We should get
And
going.
hopefully we can make them enjoyable. And then Rouge gives a little sly smile. Running into nothingness. In the pyramid. Cannon countdown.
What's Rouge up to?
Oh my
anyway?
gosh, if we have to fight Tails, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Strange. It's showing energy readings from two separate Chaos Emeralds. Did they really think they could trick me with that fake emerald? Wait, Shadow. I'm the one who should be telling them the end is near, not you. Now is the time to end this long drawn-out battle and mark myself a place in history as the ultimate genius. If something happens to me, I'm counting on you to finish the job. Hurry! The moment for attack has come. It's now or never.
Oh, nice. We might have to fight Tails at the end of this, and if you do remember from the Hero Side playthrough, doing that as Tails fighting Eggman was not fun at all. Again, the mech levels are some of my least favorite things to do in this game, but hey, we gotta do it to progress. So it's really weird to see the scenery of kind of like Sonic's last level in the Hero Side in an Eggman level. Just thought I'd point that out. But you know, most of these Arc levels do have that same aesthetic with the space and the towers and everything looking all coolios, And I like how there's like a little levitating feature. As you can see, I'm going up, I guess because gravity and whatnot. But enough about the gameplay talk. I actually want to talk to you guys about something. Nothing serious, but I am playing this on the weekend of, I think, the release of the Power Rangers movie, which I grew up a huge fan of the Power Rangers, but I will not be going to see the movie just because I don't like what they did with it. Just personally as a fan, and I'm not someone, again, I mentioned this in a previous episode where I'm not someone who's like super elitist and is like, oh, I like the first one, that's the best, blah blah blah. So like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, I know a lot of people are like, oh, I'm a true fan because I like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. No, I'm someone who like, I mean, I don't hate Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but I enjoyed some of the like spin-offs a lot better, like Power Rangers in Space, Time Force, Power Rangers, freaking Lightspeed Rescue. I was a huge fan of those when I was growing up because that's what was available to me as a kid when, you know, Power Rangers was around, and it's still around. But I just feel like going into like the Hollywood aesthetic and just having all these typical themes of American movies and the drama and things like that and the humor, it's just not what made Power Rangers entertaining for me. And I know I'm judging it without even having seen the movie, but I could just tell from the trailers, like, I'm not gonna enjoy it. I'm not gonna spend like $15 on a movie that I'm not gonna like. That's my thing. I don't really like movies in general, but Power Rangers Turbo, the movie, and then also the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, those were super entertaining to me as a kid. And I might be watching those over again. I wasn't able to find the first movie on Amazon or Netflix, but I was able to find Turbo. I think you could purchase it on Amazon, so might do that soon. Actually, since the Power Rangers movie is coming out, or it did come out, I actually went ahead and started watching some of the old Power Ranger series again. So we just got a little upgrade as Eggman, so we got increased armor, which is always good. We haven't taken too much damage in this level so far, but don't want to jinx it. Still nice to have this, especially if we're going to be going up against Tails after this. So let's see what happens. We're going to go on a little ride. And I don't know why we got those running shoes when we're on a freaking rail thing. There's a proper name for this. I'm just not thinking of it right now. But what is the point of this? I mean, what is the point of having the freaking running shoes? It's just, I don't know. So hold on, my mouth is really dry right now, so I'm just trying to stay hydrated. But going back to the Power Rangers talk, I think in high school, one of the summers, so like 4+ years ago, I did actually go ahead and rewatch some of the Power Rangers series on Netflix, and they are available there in case you want to watch some of them. Personally, some of my favorites, like I mentioned before, are In Space, Lightspeed Rescue, and Time Force. Now, right now, I'm trying to watch Zeo, Time Force, and just trying to make my way through Zeo to get to Turbo and then In Space, which is how they go chronologically. And the reason I'm doing that is because I didn't watch Zeo or Turbo completely when I was a kid. I did watch the movie, but I didn't watch the actual series, so I want to do that and then get to In Space, since In Space is like one of my top 3 for sure. As in terms of order, I don't know how I would arrange In Space and Lightspeed Rescue, but definitely I want to say Time Force is my favorite series, which is maybe strange to some people who are into Power Rangers, or are not familiar too much with Power Rangers, because I know some like hardcore fans of Power Rangers do consider it like a really good series because of the acting, and that's really what makes it appealing to me. Like the story, the plot, and the people who are in the actual show, the actors themselves, really, really good. Like if you're gonna watch any Power Ranger series that's before like 2005, definitely recommend you guys to check out Time Force. So been doing that, enjoying that. I am on vacation finally from school for about a week, just for spring break, not doing anything crazy, but I also asked for some time off from work just so I could catch up with some projects and then also just take a breather from things, since, you know, school is always really tiring, and working and doing school is always, you know, a huge task, and it can get very both mentally and physically tiring. So we doing that, enjoying my time off. I actually played a lot of Overwatch and GTA with my friends yesterday, so that was really fun. Just enjoying the time doing this playthrough, and we might in this session, not making any promises, but we're probably going to reach the end of this game soon, just because I think there's 2 actual levels left in the dark side, and then including boss battles, I think, if we have to fight Tails, which I really hope we don't have to. But there's also going to be the shadow side to that Sonic boss battle that we saw at the end, and that's not really a spoiler. You could probably tell what the formula for this game is already, since you've been seeing, if you've been keeping up with the playthrough, of course. So I'm probably not going to have a grade, just because I'm trying to run through things and don't even want to deal with the enemies. And this level is actually taking a good amount of time to complete. I don't remember it being this extensive, but doing good so far. Haven't lost any lives. Again, not trying to jinx it, but could be worse, you know. I can't get to that. It's really strange. I know you guys probably can't tell from just watching, but the controls and physics of this level is like really weird. So you have to go on the platform before you can like start hovering towards the next one. If you've seen, so like you've probably already noticed a few times that I've been a little bit short on just not even ground, but just with the mech itself while floating to get to another platform. I'm getting a little too ambitious with my jumps, but I need to take it one step at a time and do that, because that seems what they want us to do, and we could just fall freely through here. I really could care less about getting all the shots down. And dang, there's a lot of checkpoints, and we're doing another one of these things. I'm taking another drink. Just drinking water, don't worry. Talking over these things, the game itself while playing, can get a little bit tiring on my voice, and then also, since I'm talking a lot, you usually have to keep hydrated. If you're familiar with talking in public, it's almost the same thing, because I'm trying to talk and play at the same time. So I'm doing a lot of talking because there could be a lot of dead space with the gameplay, unless it's something I'm really trying to focus on, like you've seen in the Rouge levels and the Knuckles ones, and even some of the boss battles. Oh god. And then there's this like pseudo boss thing. Okay. Can't lock on until he gets like really close. What is this thing? It's kind of like a drill with little pods on the side that I have to knock down. But we have reached the end of the level. Didn't die at all, if I recall correctly, and took almost 9 minutes, which is really crazy. And 80,000 points. Holy moly. And we got an A. Wow. Even avoiding all those enemies. Dang. I'm actually pretty stoked about that. Nice. That's a good way to start this session. So let's see what we got next. Research lab cannon countdown.
Darn, why do they always leave a sweet little innocent girl like me alone?
Well, young lady.
Uh-oh.
Is there something I can help you with?
Dr. Eggman!
If you value your life, you will tell me where Sonic and Tails are.
Alright. A little bit of an awkward pause right there. So I think we are going to have to go against Tails, which is a bit of a drag, but, you know, we'll continue that definitely in the next episode. Just going through this cutscene in case you guys haven't seen it.
Let's take care of business first, shall we, Sonic? Hand over the Chaos Emerald, slowly.
So they need one more Chaos Emerald in order to have the Arc at full power.
Really care for her.
And Sonic and his friends have the last one, supposedly.
I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Put the emerald down right there and back.
Well, Eggman already knows that that's a fake Chaos Emerald, so you're not fooling anyone, Sonic.
You've turned into a big-time villain, Doctor.
Boom.
Whoa,
Whoa. Hey, guys.
thought you could trick me with that fake emerald, didn't you?
So, how did you know it wasn't the real one?
Tails!
Because you just
told me,
me,
Fox
Fox
Boy.
Boy.
Uh-oh.
Now for a little space ride. The capsule clears the colony. Bam!
I'm counting on you, Tails. And Amy, take care
Care
of yourself.
yourself. Sonic's gonna die again.
Sonic the
Oh, no.
Hedgehog.
How could he die 2 times in a playthrough?
Sonic!
Rip.
Farewell, Sonic, my admirable adversary. Now we have some unfinished business to take care of. If you give me the real
Eggman's
ammo,
never used that gun in the entire game,
you have my promise.
but he's threatening people with it.
Sonic!
Huh?
Sonic just asked me for the first time to do something for him. I won't let him down. I
Won't give up. Alright, awesome boss battle. We are familiar with the format of this, so we have that at least to our advantage. But we are going to pause the episode right here, or end the episode rather, and we will continue it on the next episode with this boss battle being at the beginning. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode, and if you want to watch the rest of this playthrough as well as other great gaming videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Make sure to leave a like on this video if you did enjoy it, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.